Woohoo! Mystic GLoLady here. I'm going to surround us with divine white light. What comes through me is not of me, and we just have a good time. This reading is for Cancer for the month of July 2015. We're going to shuffle a few more times, and let's see what Cancer has to work with this month. Seven of Swords, unstable efforts. What is it that you have to put behind you, Cancer? Is there some pain that you have to put behind you? In the first house position, we have earned success. You are feeling good. Are we putting that pain behind us? You must be, because you're looking and feeling very good this month, Cancer. In your second house position, you have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, cups is our emotions. The second house is our finances, our possessions. You are starting to look and feel good. You've got it under control. But just when we think we have it under control, we have to always remember, somebody always comes along and wants to knock us off of our pink clouds. But the moon is shining. The moon is shining in your third house of short distance travels and communications. You are looking happy and emotionally content, Cancer. In our fourth house, is our home, and things are happy this month. Excuse me, precious Bella May, would you believe I was doing a reading? Could you possibly move a little, please? Please, thank you. Please, thank you. Thank you, Bella. Okay, in your fifth house. Your fifth house is your fun and your family resources, and it looks like there's a harmonious change in there, Cancer. And here we have in our sixth position, we have the Tower, the change, the transformation. What is transforming in your work or your health sector this month of July, Cancer? And in your seventh house is your partnership house, your aces. Aces are new beginnings, the swords, mental, communication, illness, travel. It's communicating your relationships, new communications in relationships. In your eighth house, we have the Sun. Is there a new partnership that's coming in there this month, Cancer? Is there new communications of a partnership this month? And if we're talking about money, it's going to be very nice, very good, and well earned, and we've been waiting for it. Now you have right here in your ninth house position, you have the Five of Cups, the loss and pleasure in the long distance travels, in the higher learning. Is that what has upset you, that you had planned on taking a trip and it did not work out? That might be something to consider, beneath you. The loss and pleasure, taking that trip, and it just didn't work out. But you always have to remember, out of bad comes good. There is nothing that is all bad, because all bad is, out of disorder comes order. Out of chaos comes order. What you might see as an unpleasant change, in your work, traveling for work, a new change in that. You know, is there a new change for you? Are you looking forward to a new change, or is that what the problem is? In order for the new job, you have to move, and you're not exactly happy about that situation. In your 11th house, of friends and associates, you have the Eight of Wands. It looks like you're pretty happy with the way that things are going. It just seems to be that the trip that you had planned that didn't quite work out. I guess I should show you the card before it goes underneath my card holder. We have the Six of Wands, the Victory. That's in our 12th house, of secrets, of hidden enemies, of our institutions, the jails, and it's saying victory. And that's pretty good. So what is it that you are upset about? What have you not forgiven and forgotten? And put it behind you. You know, that pain that was in there. What is that pain that you have to put behind you in order to go forward? Is that the lesson, the higher lesson that you have learned, that you had to make a change? But it all works out for the best, Cancer. So, like I said, out of bad comes good. The more you look for the good in the situation, the better that you will feel. That hindsight is foresight. But that doesn't mean that, you know, it's not going to hurt in the meantime. And that's just what life is. It's that pruning, you know. A plant has to be pruned in order to grow. Now, starting out in Mercury. We're going to start with Mercury because Mercury is flying through. Where Mercury was held up in June, in July, Mercury, it starts out in Gemini. We have Gemini in your 12th house. And by the 9th, it's already coming down here to Cancer. Cancer in your 1st house. And then it's going to be flying all the way up here into Leo, into your 2nd house. So Mercury communications is going to be flowing quickly, smoothly in the month of July, okay? And you know, you're looking, feeling good. I mean, you've come a long way, baby. And you have earned it. Now, as well as Mercury in your 1st house, you also have the Sun. The Sun's shining on you this month of July 2015, Cancer. So it starts out at 8 degrees and it moves up here and finishes in 7 degrees of Leo at the end of the month. Oh, dear Bella, you're moving my cards. Dear Poppy, how can I do readings when you move my cards? Oh, my Bella. Okay. Yeah, she's sweating. I'm sweating. It's kind of hot, but I didn't want to turn on a fan or the AC because then you have the hum. So now you just have our perspiration drops falling off of us. Okay, now in your 2nd house, the Sun, the Mercury, you know, Mars down here, what's working on you? Well, in your 2nd house, you have Jupiter. Jupiter starts out at 7 degrees and ends up at 21 degrees. Now, Jupiter is multiplying, and we're talking about in the 2nd house. Your 2nd house of resources, of your personal finances. So, multiplying, whoa! And then we also have Venus in here. We have Venus in here that starts at 21 degrees, the beginning of the month, and when it gets to Virgo on the 19th, it stops at 0 degrees Virgo. And then on the 25th, it goes retrograde. So Venus, that love, you're going to be feeling and doing good in the month of July, Cancer. So, you know, take that pony by the reins and say, giddy up, get it going. In the third house, you have Virgo, and that is your organizations, the communications, the short distance travel, getting new things organized. Down here in the fourth house of partnerships, we have the North Node. And the North Node in Libra. And it's, where are you going? Where is that balance? Are you looking for that balance? And you have found that balance. That balance finally in the home that you have been searching for a long, long time. And then here we have in the fifth house. And the fifth house is our fun and our family resources. We have Saturn. And Saturn is retrograde. It's going from 29 back to 28 degrees in Scorpio. So Scorpio is that deep dark. You know, Saturn is our teacher, and it's like our friends. You know, it's kind of profitable for you in July, Cancer. Well, Bella May, are you going to move down, or are you going to hang around here? Huh? Come here, Bella. I hold my precious Bella. She's happy now. She has to be beside me, and I have my book over here, so she doesn't get to sit where she usually sits beside me, and then she's happy. Okay, so let's see. Where were we? We were in Scorpio. Right here in our fifth house with Saturn retrograde, our lessons. Are we learning our lessons in dealing with our family resources? Because things are going to change. Things are going to change in our family resources. Right here in the sixth house, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is fun-loving in our health. Well, things have got to make a change, you know, change or be changed. That's pretty much how it is. If you're living your life in a way that you know that you shouldn't, it's a change or be changed. It's kind of getting down to not if you want to, but you more or less have to. So, you know, go with the flow, you know, change or be changed in your work and your health. So if you're getting a new job, you might not be happy or whatever, that you have to get a new job. Things are changing on the job front. Things are changing, you know, with your health. But it's something that you really need to do in order to feel better. Okay, so that's something to consider. Now, down here in your seventh house, you have Pluto. Pluto is death, regeneration, rebirth. New changes, but we have the Ace of Swords, and that is, you know, seventh house relationships. And are you seeing how you can say things nicely in relationships? You know, is that what it is? You're changing the way that you used to communicate so that it's much better towards all people? Is that change in your relationships? Because it's dealing with your communications. The eighth house, and that's other people's money, death, regeneration, taxes, and it's in Aquarius. And you can see how to give to humanity. But when you're coming up here and you have in your ninth house, you have Pisces, you have the Neptune retrograde at 9 degrees. Neptune is the delusions. What are you not seeing correctly? And you have Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron is also retrograde. And it's a healing. Are you seeing things as they need to be seen? What's the matter, Bella? Did you fall down? Are you seeing things? You know, the long distance travels, the study. Where is the loss in that, and what can you change? It's with the Sagittarius, the fun loving, the work and the health, and it's like, is it something to do with health that you could not go on a long distance trip, that you cannot travel? Now, in your 10th house of career, it is Aries, and you have Uranus. Uranus is unexpected, unusual. What's coming up in your career? Are you looking to take a career or a change? Are you looking to have a new partner in your career? What kind of new are you looking for in your career? Now, in your 11th house, you have Taurus. Taurus, the grounding, your friends, their associates, your friends and associates, and it seems to be working. Is there a new partnership that you are looking into creating for your career? And up here we have Gemini, and Mercury's at the beginning in the 12th house, and the communication is working. Mine is what I am hearing is that whether your work or your health, there is going to be a change, and it's going to be taking control of your own emotions. Everything else seems to be flowing well, but what is that you need to do? There's a change right here. There's a change, and it's dealing with your emotions. Are you seeing things as you need to see them in order to heal? Because right here, the swords, the unstable effort, the mental illness, communications, travel. Are you putting that pain behind you and leaving it there, or are you bringing it with you because it's serving you no good? So be that change, let it behind you. Trust all things always work out for good, and hindsight is foresight. You will see. And if you do not see, then that means that you are to make that change. You are to be the catalyst for change to make things better. So, Cancer, I greatly appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribing. I get all excited when I have new subscribers, so it makes me feel good. And I look forward to doing good and doing better readings every month. And I will see you again in August. So, see you later. Bye. Love you.